Okay, here we go. This is actually, I'm going to say one board at a time, but it's actually, I'm going to do two to show you creating entries. Hopefully it won't sue me for changing things up a bit, but I'm going to give you two in this lesson. And yeah, so basically they kind of the same way. And actually they were in the same game and they got me the same score. It was 93.7 and 94.3. So both 94% boards here. Um, and basically I just want to, sometimes you have to create entries, particularly when you have a really strong hand and there's a lack of entries. In this one I had a 2 club opener and partner. You know, how we gonna get there? All right, so we're gonna go through that. So we get an opening lead of the 6 of diamonds, and I surveyed and I was like, oh, look at those beautiful clubs, but how am I gonna get there? Okay, so what I decided to do is try to create the Jack of Diamonds as an entry. All right. So there's a good chance the king was here. And as you can see, it is. The king, they did lead away from their king against no Trump, fourth, they did third from longest and strongest. But anyway, there's a good chance it was there. But I decided not to finesse. Okay. Because I'm trying to create this Jack of Diamonds entry. All right. And so I went up with the ace. And the next thing I did was lead the Queen of Diamonds. And boom, my entry was now set up that once I can knock out this ace of clubs, I'll be able to get over there to run the clubs. And actually, I think they cashed the ace of clubs, so it set up the clubs. But that would have been the next thing I'd have done if they wouldn't have. So they cashed the ace of clubs, and then I was all good to go. All right. So sometimes you're gonna play things a little backwards in order to create an entry. Okay. So in this case, I didn't finesse. I went up with the ace and led the queen next in an attempt to set up the jack as an entry. Isn't going to work because actually, if they had another diamond, they would have been able to afford to hold off. But I was hoping. All right. It was the only chance I could see to get to these clubs. And apparently, everyone else that played these hands are pretty close to everybody else that played this same one didn't do the same thing. Okay, so create that entry. Sometimes you play something you don't finesse to set up a different entry, and that's how we did it. And this next one, this isn't as much. This was the same type of thing in that I saw how am I going to get to these good diamonds because I got a diamond lead. That's 4 tricks in the diamond suit if I can figure out a way to get over there. All right, and this isn't as much but this is how you play the spade suit when you have this type of holding. So I won the ace, and I think I won the jack right away. Yeah. And so then I went to work on how to create an entry. So when you have this type of holding, okay, ace with only 2, your way to hope is the king of spades is over here. If you have 3 spades over here, 5-3, you can afford to play the ace and then up to the queen to give yourself, a little more flexibility as far as not where the king is, but if the king's doubleton or singleton or different things like that. So, but this time because you only have 2, and we desperately need an entry, okay. I went ahead. I led the 2 of spades next, and thankfully the king was over there. Either way, if it's over there, I'm good. If they take it or not, because I've then I can, either win it this time or win it next time. So I was able to win it this time or win it later. They came back a club. I held off for a club and then won the second club. And then I went about my business, cashed the queen of spades. Then I cashed the king, queen of diamonds. And I decided that a chance for additional tricks, because I was now wide open in the club suit, was to play for a 3-3 split in spades, as opposed to finessing twice in hearts, because I typically honors are split, and I went ahead to do it twice, and I didn't have another way back over there. So I went for pitching hearts over here to keep all of my spades, and lo and behold, the spades were 3-3. Okay, so I was able to run all the spades and make 5 or something. Anyway, yeah, no, made 10, made 4, but it was still a top board or tied for top or something. And these are both 94% boards. And again, this one, when you see this holding, you lead up to it and hope the king's over here. And I needed an entry to cash those diamonds. And this one here, I had to not finesse, play the ace queen to set up the jack of diamonds entry. Okay. So sometimes you have to create entries to try to get to the board in particular, usually is the weak hand. So you need to try to figure out a way to make that happen. And I was able to do that effectively on both of these boards, and hopefully you learned something. All right. So anyway, be sure to subscribe if you have not already, and like, and even leave a comment. All those things let YouTube know that you like these videos, and maybe other people will as well. And I enjoy doing this, so I'd really like to get a big following, let other people have other people learn how to play bridge, improve their bridge game, and go from there. I have a full line of instructional videos from the very beginning. I have uh, lots of lessons on the Mark Nehs YouTube channel for how different conventions. There's lots of declare, defense, lots of different. So poke around and go ahead and share with others. And thanks for joining me. And we'll see you next time.